Thank you for looking at our poster. My name's Mintz-Woo. I'm coming to you from University College Cork in Ireland. So our poster is about describing aspects of justice and climate scenario research. The particular motivation here is that in AR6 we know that there are questions about how modelers could incorporate justice and climate research in a systematic way. We think that doing so would increase the policy relevance and acceptability of modeling. And the way that we tackle this is by breaking it down into a series of 3 steps, and in this piece of work discussing the latter 2 steps. So when we think about what we can do, we start by suggesting that you need to clarify a framework, you need a particular set of context and terminology, and then we suggest that you need to identify which elements of justice are relevant in a particular research project. And so we do that by looking at matrices. Our framework comes from a different piece of work, but in this piece of work we discuss what kind of questions you would ask and how those would apply to understanding how justice applies in a particular scenario research project. So this is a schematic table or matrix of questions, and it involves the elements of the justice framework, which you identify in the first step, and then breaking it down into research questions, research methods, and results. So you see here, for example, we have the area of justice, what the counter is being applied to, the scope of justice, how much it covers, the form of justice, whether it is distributional, procedural, corrective. There's many other forms of justice that might be relevant as well. The metric, what is being distributed or being allocated in the project, and the metric and pattern of justice, how that would be shared or what kind of pattern would be appropriate. When we're talking about the research design and the research methods, we're interested in the questions, the scenario designs, the key model assumptions, the input, and where that data comes from, as well as any post-processing steps. So finally, the goal of this is not to show modelers what the actual just results are. It's to give you a sense of your research and how it fits into a broader space of potential justice elements or potential assumptions that could be made. And we think that this is important in the broader sense by trying to suppose we could systematically compare the justice assumptions in different modeling projects to make some sort of just inter-model comparison project. Thanks very much, and I hope you enjoy the poster session.